An ethics bowl is a conversation between teams about an ethical case, a quandary, and they need to kind of analyze the case, respond to the other team's points, and try to present arguments, not necessarily a particular position, but a kind of unpacking of the ethical issues involved.
Unlike a debate, the idea around the ethics bowl is that they really go through every avenue of thought that can be pursued around the ethical question that they're given.
One of the cases they looked at was about AI art, and it involved an individual who was pulling pieces of art from the internet and used parts of other people's art to create new art that she then sold. And so the students discussed whether that was appropriate, if the person had to give permission, what copyright means, what plagiarism means.
We have several teams going at the same time, and then we have a final round with the winners of the first round. And the competition today was very, very successful. The kids spoke thoughtfully, respectfully, and were able to uncover some of the deeper ethical issues that the case presented.
Let's say in times before technology, someone wouldn't work like, hey, you used a paintbrush. That was my idea. This is the AI is a tool. It's a tool that made it. So it is some sort of art that Anita did make.
Time up for your team.
Our students actually prepare for this ethics bowl for months. They have coaches who are coaching them on a weekly basis to think through the issues. And then when it comes to the actual ethics bowl itself, the students are working together in their team. They're talking amongst each other to try to understand what they should be presenting. They're listening to the other team.
They get points not only for making a good argument, but also listening to the other team and building on their arguments. So they really do have to listen respectfully, think about what the other team says, and then be able to kind of synthesize that along with the teammates at their table and really share space and time, which is a really important skill for this age level.
The ethics bowl is actually a way to culminate the study that the students are doing around ethics and also philosophy in their classes, and it gives them a chance to apply some of what they've learned.
We here in Silicon Valley are surrounded by innovation and the latest technology, but we also want our students to become ethical thinkers. We want students to be thinking about the ethical implications of all the innovation that surrounds them. And we want them to be able to draw deeply both from the Western and the Jewish tradition.
If you study any Jewish text, there are so many interpretations. The rabbis have so many interpretations. Our students now have so many interpretations. And I think that this is why they're so very prepared for this kind of activity. They've been debating and discussing complex issues through Jewish studies, through text for years. You have this intersection of what is right and what is ethical and what is important and what is our duty to each other as human beings.
This is critically important for our democracy, and we're trying to actually nurture students who can not only think ethically, but who can be empowered democratic citizens who can use their ethical thinking actually to persuade others about what the right thing to do is, and at the same time be open to the arguments of others.